Okay, so we learn about the usages of this, and I was asking one question. Shift key plus this key. Shift key plus this key. So what is the result? Shift key with this key. Yes? Shall I circle it? This key with shift key.
It's getting a line, sir.
Not line, it is called pipe mark, right? I have given the names of these, right? That I just want to see.
But in my computer, it's coming a line, no, sir.
That line is called pipe mark. So that is called pipe mark. So it's not line, right? It's called pipe mark. Right? We have names for these keys. Basically, that's what I wanted to ask. Check whether you can remember the names. Each of these keys are having names. The direct line, the straight line is called pipe mark. So this is what you will get. When you type that, this is what you will get. And that line is called pipe mark. P-I-P-E, pipe mark. That is the name of that line. That's what I was asking, whether you can remember that or not. So each and every key you have to remember like this, right? So let me show. I'm not sure whether we have that in our note. The shortcuts. Yes, we have discussed that here. Tilde, angle, chord, exclamation, at mark, hash mark, dollar mark, percent, cap, ampersand, asterisk, brackets, underscore, hyphen, or dash, plus, equals, square brackets, here pipe mark. So please take a screenshot of this if you don't have that note with you. Kindly take a screenshot. These are very important because you should know the names of these keys. Take a screenshot of this quickly.
Sir,
yes?
Sir, it has curly braces. It's curly brackets.
Curly
braces, sir. It's typed as curly braces.
Yeah, braces is also okay. Or brackets.
Sir.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So what is the use of the tilde key? Mark?
Sorry. Here,
The
braces
tilde
is also brackets, right? It's a synonym.
Sir, what is the use of the tilde mark?
Tilde is used in programming, right? It's used in programming.
Sir, can you scroll up a bit?
Yeah, sure. So here, this is Python program. If I use tilde 7, it's generating, it's actually acting as a NOT gate. In logic gates, NOT gate, I don't think that you are familiar with logic gates still. Maybe in future you will learn that, right? Here, this one you need.
Yeah.
Okay.
Done, sir.
Okay. So let's move to the next one. Now we learn about the keyboard and also learn about how to apply that and different keys even. And so these keys, especially space bar is put in space, tab key is put in spaces, more spaces, enter key is going to the next line, arrow keys move up and down, and then the backspace is erasing that. Okay, so using correct keyboard correctly. So these things you should know. So one thing is placing the keyboard that we have learned in grade 6 also. So it should be here. You can see when you use the keyboard, you have to keep your back straight, and this is perpendicular here, straight and perpendicular way, or 90 degrees and 90 degrees here also. And your keyboard is basically straight away with your, it's parallelly there with your table and in your hand level, hand position. And your monitor is placed like this, that you have to keep that posture. And also, so if you put keyboard in too closer, that will also damage your damage your hands or maybe nerves. in long use, not for a short use. Maybe short use you can just put closer or far away. But if you're using that for a long time, you have to worry about the posture. And again, so refrain from typing the wrist of arm on the table. Refrain from keeping the wrist of arm on the table. So here, if you keep the wrist of arm on the table and keep writing, it's always touching the table, and that will give some nerve damages like numbness, pains or injuries in fingers in long run, right? This is happening in the long run, not in the short run. But if you're using this posture for a very long time, then that will give you certain damages. That's why these postures are important. And also, you have to type the keys softly. Each key you have to softly touch. So you know, there are some keys. Yes, I can forward the notes. I'm going to forward it before the exam, right? I have to fine tune that. I'll forward all the notes before the exam. Don't worry. Okay, so pressing the key softly, because some keys are larger and some keys are smaller. So smaller keys, some people, smaller keys, they are pressing very lighter, but larger keys, they are putting really harder. So that is not necessary. Right? Some people, when they finish the line, they are really happy and they press really hard this key, enter key. Right? Enter key is unhappy because it's large key in a keyboard, and space key is also unhappy. Right? Because they are large, people are pressing them hard. That should not be done. So every key you need a small, smooth press. That will work. Otherwise, keys will be damaged. Right? And also when typing, take a rest and do some exercises. If you're typing for continuously for a long time, do some exercises. So like rotating the arms, moving the fingers, and like shrinking and forward, maybe moving the hands, moving the fingers or stretching the fingers should be done time to time. Do some exercises and relax. And also, right, let's create a document using the keyboard. That is the activity. And this activity, here they are using touch typing. So what is touch typing? What is touch typing?
Typing without looking at the keyboard.
Yes, typing without looking at the keyboard is known as touch typing.
Yes, typing without looking at the keyboard. How come it possible? How can you type without looking at the keyboard? What is the possibility of doing
with
that?
the help of
Practice.
like J.
You have to keep the practice, and you have to keep the correct posture of hands in the keyboard.
Yes, you have to practice. You have to practice, practice and practice. And there's a way of identifying keys. How?
The J and F key.
Yes, the key is J and F key. And we call this row, this row has a name. So can anyone remember the name of this row? This is called,
Middle line.
no, this is called home row. Home row. This row is called home row. Why? You have to place your fingers like this in the home row. A, S, D, F, J, K, L, semicolon and space. These are the fingers. Actually, you have to put your fingers. So maybe F key, that is the only key that is touch. F key, J key, K key. Likewise, you have to put your fingers in this way, which is given in here in the home row. Then, okay, let's say you type G key. Then the F key finger, that index finger, index finger move karanna ona puthe. You have to move this finger to the G key and also return it back to the F key. After typing the G key, you return it back to the F. Okay, let's say you want to type R key. You type it and return it back to the F. You type T key, type it and return it back. Here, type it and return it back. Type 5 and return it back. Type B and return it back. Type B and return it back. So that is how the home row is maintained. There are small bumps in those keys. You can feel it. Even you close your eyes, you can feel this is F key and this is J key. You go and come back to the same row. That's why you call home row. You always go here and there and come back to the home. Go here and there and come back to the home. That's how you keep typing and keep the position. After some times, you will be familiar. Likewise, you will be familiar. If you move top, 4. Top move and right side, that is 5. Move a little, R. Move right side a little, T. Move right side, G. Move bottom, V. Move bottom right, B. Likewise, after some time, you will practice and remember these keys. That is how touch typing is done. And I'll give you one site that you can practice this. You can go to this site, type in study.com. Just go to this site, type in study.com and start typing. Then you can see the finger here, A, S, S, the next finger, D, D, next finger, F, F, next finger, J, J, K, K, L, L, semicolon. So likewise, A, S, D, F, D, F, D, F, J, K, L, semicolon, L, semicolon. Likewise, you can keep typing. And not that the speed matters. So try to keep that speed at least 25 to 30. Accuracy matters. Keep the accuracy as 100. Right? So then you can practice and practice this. So if you practice this now, when you are doing a job, maybe when you are in the university, you will be a very good touch typing person. And you will be super faster than the others. That is the advantage. So let's say you are in the university and you are given a report. So it has 3000 words. If your speed is 30 WPM, 30 words per minute, to type 3000 words, you will take only 100 minutes. Whereas, let's say you have a friend, and friend is having like 3 WPM, he will take 1000 minutes to do the same task. You do it in 100 minutes and your friend is doing it within 1000 minutes. So you can save a lot of additional work by increasing the typing speed. So do that. Okay, that's about the keyboard. And touch typing software, we learn about many touch typing software. It is healthy, it's faster, accurate, it saves the time, it decreases the physical and mental issues, health, it's helping us, and typing speed is increased, and it is a job skill. It's a job skill and it's an academic skill. So please practice and enhance your typing speed. And these are some software: Rapid Typing, Type Master, Type Faster, and I have also named few. And you also should be familiar with the other keyboards like Sinhala keyboard and Tamil keyboard. So there are two kind of keyboard. So one is called general keyboard. This is called Vijayasekara, or the traditional keyboard, standard traditional keyboard of the Vijayasekara keyboard, where the letters are here and there. So here letters are not in order, right? You can see letters are here and there. You have to remember that. That is quite difficult, but faster. If you remember this, it will be faster. And another keyboard is there that is called phonetic keyboard. So that is like the sound. You can see D is in the phonetic keyboard, D sound, the D. So it's easy to type in the phonetic keyboard. But Vijayasekara keyboard, it's difficult. So this is not Vijayasekara key. This is not phonetic, right? This is phonetic keyboard. So what is this? This is not. This is also Vijayasekara keyboard. This is not. A same image is given, right? Sinhala phonetic keyboard eකට දීලා තියෙන්නේ Vijayasekara එකමයි. So this is wrong in your book. So let's go to the Sinhala medium note whether this is correct. Sinhala medium books. Grade 7 Sinhala medium book. Okay, you can see, yes, it's wrong, right? The image is wrong. The phonetic keyboard, basically, it's not like this. A for iron, S for cyan, D for Diane, F for far, and likewise the keys are changing. And V for Vian, X for 0. This is not, this the given keyboard is Vijay Sekhar, it's not phonetic, right? Phonetic keyboard, the every key is N for na, M for ma. So likewise, so it's sound based keyboard, that is phonetic. Phonetic is easy, but Vijay Sekhar or the traditional is faster. Phonetic is easy. Similar to that, you have the Tamil keyboard also. So please go through that and type using those keyboards and practice. Okay, that is the end of this chapter. So next day we can start with the programming development. So which is quite harder chapter, but I don't think so. So it will be easier than you think. Okay, with that I'm going to stop for today. Next day we'll discuss chapter number 5. Good night. See you all next time.
Good night, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Everyone, sir. Nice, sir.
Bye, sir. Thank you for good night, sir.